Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you, talking all about the upcoming AFC divisional game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Sitting here at halftime watching the Cardinals and the Packers tied at 7. Tomorrow should be another interesting day of games. You've got Carolina going up against Seattle. You've also got Pittsburgh going up against Denver. Honestly, when I think about this Pittsburgh versus Denver game, I don't know how in the world these teams are playing this game. It seems like both of these teams very injured, and it seems like we're looking at the injury line more than we're looking at the time at the two teams that are going to be playing. Ben Roethlisberger is going to be coming into this game. He is going to be starting for his team. He is the lifeblood of the Steelers. I don't think they win this game without him, but you got to be wondering about that shoulder injury that he has, and how the hell he'll even be able to throw that ball and get them down the field. I think that he's got a lot of heart to play in this game, and definitely when you look at them having an injured quarterback, their number one wide receiver, as well as their number one running back, DeAngelo Williams, not going to be in there. I wonder how they're going to be able to get this done. Antonio Brown is just not going to be able to play after the hits that he took in that Bengal game last week. And I know that last week, going into that Bengal game, people were thinking that DeAngelo Williams had a chance to play, but there's no chance in hell. They're locking the door. He is not getting into the arena to play for this game, so that makes you want to pick against the Steelers. But then you look over at the Denver Broncos, they're not making it any easier on themselves either. Peyton Manning will be making his first start of the year since week 10. Since week 10, that was when I really took a stance against the Denver Broncos, taking the ball out of Peyton Manning's hands, basically saying that maybe the stats don't really match up to him being as good of a quarterback as he's been in the past. But honestly, I think that, in week 10, they were 9-1. Maybe they were 8-2. They had a great record, and they went on to be one of the best teams on the West Coast in the AFC. And how you take the ball out of his hands. Brock came in there. Brock Osweiler is a pretty damn good quarterback. He did lose 2 games in a row, the Raiders game as well as the Steelers game. Both of those games were pretty close. It is what it is. But Peyton Manning took that chance to come back and win that game against San Diego, to put Denver into their spot, into the playoffs, and I don't think he's going to give that football up. I think that, Peyton Manning did lead the league in the interception department, and that's never good for your starting quarterback. I don't know anyone who's gone and led the league in interceptions and still went on to be a playoff team. I don't know if that's 100%. I guess you could, if it's possible of happening. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of time off for Peyton. I'm wondering what's going to happen when he gets in there. I'm picking Denver to win this game, mostly because of the fact that they don't have as many minuses as Pittsburgh does. How do you win a game without your starting quarterback, your starting best wide receiver, and your starting running back coming into it? I know that there's been some miracles for Pittsburgh. This last year, they've won 4 of the last 5. They dropped the game to Baltimore. But I don't know how they're going to be able to win this one. Denver for the win. AFC divisional playoffs.